episode 3.
Welcome back. We were going to be talking about compound interest today.
I don't know what that is.
That's what we were going to talk about it. But in the meantime, since the last time that we spoke with you, Anneke has gotten a job.
Yay!
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Good job.
I got a job.
Okay. And when I picked you up from your job, in the car, you were asking me a few questions about employment. Mm-hmm. So I thought that would be a good place for us to start, because I'm sure other kids that start with their first job might have similar questions.
Sure. Okay, so some of the questions that I had in mind was, how do I get paid from my work? So we can start there.
Okay, so you would have filled out paperwork for your employer, and it would have had your bank account information on it that they would have been looking for, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And Anneke, you opened up a bank account, oh my gosh, so long ago, because Anneke has done some film and acting. She was in a few different films, and she worked on a few TV shows as well. Mm-hmm. So we did get her a bank account set up pretty quickly. So they're going to direct deposit into your bank account your paycheck minus your income tax.
What's income tax?
Okay, so income tax helps give all the services that we as Canadians and as Nova Scotians have the privilege of having. So for example, in your taxes would be considered things for healthcare. So when you go to the doctor, we don't have to pay those things in Canada. And one of the ways that we do pay for those services is through our income taxes. They're going to take that off of your paycheck.
How much is income tax?
Well, that's a good question. It all depends on your level of income. So, for example, you are going to be working at Montana's. You get an hourly rate to do that. You're going to be working there part-time. So you wouldn't be paying as much tax as, for example, Daddy or I that work full-time and have a salary. So we would pay a percentage of our salary based on how much we earn. So the more you earn, the more you are taxed.
So because I make minimum wage, how much would the tax be for that?
Well, you're going to get a basic exemption amount, so you probably will be okay that you won't have to pay into income tax this year because you won't make enough. The basic exemption is going to apply to you. So once you make over that, you'll start having to pay income tax.
So for me, I won't be having to pay income tax.
Unless you work a lot of hours. But we should tell our studio audience that I am also paying Anneke to produce these videos for me. And so we would need to add that into your income as well, because you have to report all of your income to let the government know how much you owe them in tax. And it's a voluntary system in Canada, so it's up to you to file and to report your income taxes and then to pay that amount.
So for me doing this video, I have to report it?
Yes. So do you remember when we filed your income tax when you were making money with the movies? So we gave it to a bookkeeper, and then the bookkeeper entered all of that in, and he filed your taxes for you. And then you remember you got a
receipt looking thing in the mail?
Yeah, that's called a notice of assessment.
Okay.
And so that notice of assessment comes back and says, okay, you owe this much. And also it will report our RSP room, which is really cool because when you were born, Dad and I got you a social insurance number. So remember when you were filling out your information?
Yeah.
You had to give your social insurance number. So your social insurance number is a number that lets you participate in government services. For example, employment insurance or RESPs. And when you were born, Dad and I started an RESP, which is a Registered Education Savings Program, which we can talk about a little bit later in another episode. And so we got you a social insurance number because we wanted to start saving for your college education right away. Does that all make sense? Yeah, so that's how that works. That's how you get paid.
Sounds good.
Great, so that's if you have any questions in regards to how you get paid. So next week we're going to be tackling compounding interest.
Still don't know what that means.
But you're so excited about
I'm
it.
so excited.
All right.
All right, bye!